Robin from Messy Play Kits here. I'm set up outside on my patio with a super simple and pretty fun activity. I don't know about you, but I have been buying a lot of stuff online these days. It kind of happens with the quarantine. And these are actually boxes that boxes came in, which is kind of funny. I just ordered a whole bunch of new boxes for my products. The sensory bins will be coming in them. They're super cool, but this is just the boxes that they ship them in. So I have a bunch of them here. I've kind of taped them down a little bit. And it's just open-ended. You can do this with different size boxes. They don't all need to be the same. I've also put an old sheet down on the patio first, and then another big piece of cardboard just because I had it. And I'm going to be using washable tempera paint today. Colorations is my favorite. It's from Discount School Supply. Super awesome, super washable. You get really nice bright colors like you can see here. Ooh. And so I'll set my paint off to the side. I've got a couple of brushes. I also have a loofah. But the idea is that I would have this all set up before my kid comes over. I don't actually have kids, so I will be demoing this today. And I also am gonna leave this set up, and later on my little nephew, who's 15 months old, will come over and I'll let him play and paint too. And we'll see, I'll probably post pictures of what he does with it too. But the idea is that I would try to have this set up as much as possible before inviting the kids over to the space. Or if you have older kids or kids who are more familiar with Messy Play, you can have them help you with the setup. But if you're doing this as kind of an early thing to start off with, they haven't done a ton of it, better to set it up yourself first. So a couple of brushes, a tray with just some paint on it, set up your area however you want. They can also help you build and stack them too, which is fun. And then you just let them go for it. They can paint the front of the boxes, the tops, the sides. Maybe if they're older, you could even have them paint actual, like your boxes could actually be something. Like maybe it's a building with windows. Whee! So I might tape these a little bit better since it's rocking kind of. I might tape these a little bit better before my nephew gets out of here, or just know that it's a little flimsy, which is fine. I'm not too worried about him knocking them over. It's hard to actually push them over, but they do move a little bit, which is kind of interesting for when you're painting too. So I also fully expect him to get his hands right in and just do some hand painting, some finger painting as well. It's going to be a really fun texture to feel. And he's been doing a lot of cute little handprint artwork recently, so I expect him to just get in there with his hands. We'll have the loofah out here, which makes for a really cool texture. The loofah, this loofah actually right here is what my mom and I used last week to paint my office. We did some loofah splatter painting, or kind of sponge painting on the wall in there, and it looks really, really cool. So loofahs make really cool imprints on things. Bubble wrap is a really fun stamping tool also. You can take a piece of it and kind of fold the ends over and tie them together, make a little like ball of it basically, and use that as a print, whatever you have. But anyway, this is what I would do to set up in the beginning as he's starting to lose interest, or if he needs a little bit more inspiration, or we leave this up today and then tomorrow we come back out and we want to paint more. I would probably introduce some other things. So he is really, really into this. My little nephew is super into vehicles and trucks right now. So I would probably introduce some of these and let him drive them through the paint and then drive them on the boxes. This one's really cool. I've got my Duplo train right here that makes just a straight, straight wheels. And then the truck right here actually does a really cool texture just because of the nature of the lines on the wheels there. So super easy, super fun. You can add to this over time if you want to. Something else that's kind of fun, I've seen some people recently drawing like chalk art on their back fence or something like that, on a wall, whatever. If you draw flames, like a building is burning, and then you give kids spray bottles and just let them spray the flames out, you could certainly do something like that here too. You could spend a day or two kind of building whatever you want it to be and like pretending like it's on fire or something. and then give the kids spray bottles and let them spray it down. It's just gonna get broken down and go into the recycling when it's done anyway. So, yeah, I think that's about it. Well, I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna bring the kid up here and see what he actually does with it, and probably post some pictures of that. So, thanks you guys, have fun, good luck.